Right, here's an example of how you can use DESMOS to approximate a linear function. Okay, so here I've got some data, and what I want to do is enter that data in DESMOS. Whoops, you don't do that. Go away. There, you hit the add plus thing and say table, and then you enter in all the data. So 1, 6, 2, 12. I'll just enter a few of them. I won't enter all of them. 3, maybe I'll go up to 5. 15, 4, 24, 5, and 28. Okay, so you enter all the data that you have. And then what you're looking for, and I guess what you could do is take a look at the numbers or the dots that are there and say, well, do they approximate, a linear function, or are they a quadratic function, or some other kind of function? When I look at these, they sort of look like a line. They're not a perfect line, but it does look sort of, oops, it does sort of look like they're a line there. So if I want to say, well, what kind of line would go through there, then down here I can ask DESMOS to figure that out. So the way you do it is put a y and then a 1, and that refers to the y1 up here. And then if we think it's a linear function, then I write a linear function. Now, instead of putting an equals here, to tell DESMOS that you want them to do the linear regression on it, you put a tilde sign. So that's that one right there, tilde. Okay. And then an m for the slope, right? And then x. But I have to refer to the x that's up here that I can't see anymore. And it's an x1. So there I'm going to put an x1, 1. So y equals mx plus b. So plus, and then a b. There. So now what DESMOS does is it takes a look at your dots and it tries to find a line of best fit that would go through them. So that's a linear regression. So down here, DESMOS tells you what the slope is and it tells you what the y-intercept is. So you could write an equation from that saying the equation of the line that approximates that data is y is equal to, we're just going to plug stuff into that formula. Y is equal to the m was 5.6, x plus b is 0.2. Then what I could do is I could ask you a question and say, well, what if x was, say, 20? What is y going to be? And I would probably have it in a question where you'd know what x is. X might be time, and y might be height or something. So I might say, well, at 20 seconds, what is the height going to be? So then you would take and plug a 20 in everywhere you see an x. So 5.6 times 20, I think that's 11.2, I think, or 112. Yeah, 112 plus 0.2, so it's 112.2. So that'd be your answer. That's sort of what you'll need to do on the exam.